morning, good morning. Welcome on into North Dakota today. We're so happy to have you. Thanks for joining us. My name is Ashlyn Hill.
And I'm Sophia Richards.
Well, the cities, state to state, are going crazy. The social media, all abuzz.
Yep.
I'm talking about the Fargo-Moorhead Eats page on Facebook that I love to peruse every now and then. I got to see what the good grub is. And this is funny because I've actually seen people mentioning this throughout the week. I forgot about it, so it was perfect timing. We're talking about footlongs at Subway, but not a sub sandwich. Listen to this. I just figured this out. You can now get footlong desserts. Excuse me? Back in December, they unveiled a footlong cookie at some select stores. That was all part of the National Cookie Day that they were celebrating. But now there's a full menu including a Cinnabon footlong churro. That'll run you $2. That's baked and topped with sugar, and then Cinnabon's brand, the world famous Macara cinnamon. So check that out, a footlong churro, like yes please, add it to the list. And then an Auntie Anne's footlong pretzel.
Okay.
And that's for $3. So they're working with the brands here, people. We got Cinnabon, we got Auntie Anne's. That's a classic butter and salt pretzel. And then they serve theirs with a side of honey mustard, which has been controversial on the Fargo-Moorhead Eats page. People want the cheese. Yep. And there's no cheese to be had.
See, I'm loving a good honey mustard, but what's really getting me is these prices.
Okay, yeah, $2, $3, and then the footlong cookie, that's $5. I guess it's pretty large.
Still
yeah,
a good
let's check
deal,
it out.
yeah.
And so a chocolate chip footlong cookie. What is going on here, people?
Well, I feel like everything is so expensive now.
Yeah, thank God.
So that's like a good deal.
We need a cheap little treat, don't we?
Oh, we do.
We need a little pick-me-up every now and then through winter.
That need a sweet treat.
Okay, truly though. And a nice little skirt through the drive-thru.
Yeah.
A footlong churro. I think that's what I want to try the most.
That sounds good.
I'm very, very interested in how that's going.
NDT taste test?
I know. That's what I was like, yeah, we shouldn't have been talking about it. We should have been on our way to a Subway right now.
Any excuse we have to eat sweets on TV.
I'm talking though hundreds of comments online though already. So this is a big deal. So if you go out and you do your own taste test, let us know. Or just keep commenting on the Fargo-Moorhead Eats post because things are going well.
Yes. Well, this is a topic that I love to talk about. Do you have a celebrity crush?
Oh, 27 of them.
Yes. And have you ever decided to watch a show or movie only because that they were in it?
Ooh.
So a new survey conducted by CableTV.com discovered that 65% of Americans have started watching something simply because they were attracted to one of the actors.
Ooh.
Obviously, no judgment here. I mean, we all do it. Here are some other things that influence what people decide to watch. A family member recommended it, being a fan of one of the actors, and a friend recommended it. I feel like we talk about our recommendations on here all the time.
Yep. And I actually didn't go see Poor Things because of your review.
Yep.
It sounded like it was controversial no matter who you were going to see it, and I just decided not for me, which is funny because I love Mark Ruffalo, who is a lead in that film.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you couldn't see past 15 minutes, I thought, better not waste my ticket stub.
I know. And this movie just truly keeps getting brought back up.
Yeah.
It's Oscar nominated.
Yeah.
We can get into that a little bit later.
I didn't even realize if it was or not. Yeah, we're going to go through the rundown. They just came out today.
Yeah.
But we base so much of our viewing off of people around us and what they're viewing, right? So that kind of makes sense.
Or I think sometimes, too, if someone, a friend of yours, has really bad taste in movies and they're like, this is my favorite show, and you're like, I don't like that.
Like,
that
I hated that show.
And now I'm not going to listen to anything else that you recommend.
Wait, that's a good tell, too, though.
Yeah.
That's a good tell.
You're like, oh, what?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, I'm just kind of scrolling on through here. Okay, hot off the press, the 96th Annual Academy Awards noms coming out this morning. Up for Best Picture, we have American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon. You guys, I actually watched this. Did I tell you guys this?
Oh, no, I don't think you did.
It's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
I watched it on Apple TV, and I thought it was a really good film.
Yeah.
I was so intimidated by the length, and I was like, well, I might as well just start it. I'm home. And it was really good. It didn't feel like 3 hours long.
Okay.
It didn't feel like it drug on and on and on.
Yep.
And then it was the fact that it was based on a true story, and it was just so heartbreaking and shocking. So I actually really liked that one. And then we have Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. So these are all Best Picture nominations. Okay, I've really only seen 2. I've only seen Barbie and now Killers of the Flower Moon.
I've seen 2, Poor Things, Oppenheimer. I didn't like either of them.
So she's like, here's what not to watch. Don't waste your time on these.
Well, it's like every movie is 3 hours long now.
I know.
And I'm over it.
Well, Killers of the Flower Moon, though, don't let that intimidate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we have Best Actor, Bradley Cooper from Maestro.
Love him.
Yeah, I love him no matter what. Actually, I haven't seen anything of his recently.
Yeah.
What was the last big thing he was in? A Star is Born?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
that.
that.
Was so big.
Right, and that's like how far back Bradley Cooper goes for me. I don't even remember anything. Coleman Domingo, Rustin, Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer, Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction. Cillian Murphy, I think he is Irish.
Yep.
Is he? Okay, and he's like in some weird, like who am I trying to think of? Ben Keoghan from Saltburn. There's like a pack of like European foreign actors who are taking over right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know, well, Austin Butler, he's American, that doesn't count. They were all in a film together. All right.
Or is it coming out?
Or something is happening on my social media
I
where
know
I am
what you're
getting
talking about.
targeted videos of Cillian Murphy, Barry Keoghan, that's his name, I think, right? Okay, and I'm like, oh, these are the new like It Boys, the new Brat Pack, if you will. Like you'll be seeing more, I'm sure, once we get through this award season for next year.
Yeah,
once we start getting into those films that are coming out. Okay, I'm glad somebody knew what I was talking about.
No, I definitely do.
You know,
and I have loved him since he was Scarecrow in Batman. My little heart was fluttering.
Throwback. Same. Love that. Okay, then up for Best Actress, Annette Bening from Nyad, Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall, Carey Mulligan in Maestro, and then Emma Stone in Poor Things. And then Best Director, Jonathan Glazer, The Zone of Interest, Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things, Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon, and then Justin Triet, Anatomy of a Fall. So essentially, it's the same big names with the same big players, which have just been the same big box office hits we've been hearing about.
Yep.
So I'm not shocked at any of these things. We still have a lot of viewing to do.
Yeah.
We should get on an official board.
We really should. And this movie, I feel like, is haunting me.
Yes.
I've never seen a movie, and I've had to talk about it so much.
A movie that you hated.
I'm like reliving the trauma
a film,
on TV
for
you
film
guys.
that you didn't like.
Hate
and
it.
we just, now it's like.
And it keeps getting, I can't escape it. I'm like, I can't drown my demons because they know how to swim.
Yeah, it's kind of beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not having a bad time about it at all. Well, I haven't seen it either, but I haven't because of your review, though.
I know.
Truly, I didn't go see it because I was like, eh.
And every time Poor Things gets brought up, people like look at me like that.
Yep.
Because everyone knows I hate it.
Yeah, it's
because I
like the
publicly
thing.
said it like 17
Yeah,
times.
it's now your thing.
Yeah.
It's your favorite film. Can't talk about Poor Things without talking about Sophia Richards.
I mean,
I love that. On brand.
I just had to take a stand, you guys. I had to
You
let
know
everyone
what?
know.
And sometimes you gotta let the people know. The Oscars will be live Sunday, March 10th, so we have a little bit of time to squeeze in all those movies if you're missing out on some of them. It's going to be from Hollywood. It's hosted by Jimmy Kimmel this year, so we'll look forward to his monologue and see if he crashes and burns.
Yeah.
More so than the films that win are the
Yep.
comics and whether or not they're crashing and burning on those monologues.
Yeah.
So. Okay, we have plenty of fun coming up right here on North Dakota Today. We will be checking in with the Girl Scouts hosting an introductory party this weekend. We'll learn all about it right here after the break.